Okay, so my sister is going to edit my video for me, and the title of my poem is going to be right here. Okay, great. I chose Money by Philip Larkin. I found it when I was looking up authors that people liked on the internet, and I picked his name, and I went into one of the poetry websites, and it gave me a list of his poems, and the one that immediately stood out was Money, because it's a pretty attractive word. So I clicked on it and I read it. It was the first one I picked from him, and I liked it a lot. It didn't take me so long to understand, but I kept thinking about it, and I found like other meanings inside the poem. Then I kept reading on other poems from the author, and they were all pretty vulgar. This one is the least vulgar. So I stuck to this one, and I actually like it a lot now. It has several themes, all of them pretty much about money, and there's two major themes, one that I agree with and one that I disagree with. The one that I agree with is that money is useless to have. You can have a ton of money, you can spend your days working and keep earning millions and millions, but if you don't do anything with it, you might as well not have it. And I know a lot of people, including my sister who's filming, who like to collect money and then never spend it. And they just have it stashed there because it gives them satisfaction to have it, but they let years go by and they never actually get anything out of it. And for me, money is pretty much a physical representation of hours of work. So it's like working a lot and then never using it. I don't know, it's like not getting the reward for all your work. The theme that I disagree with, which is part of the author's cynicism, he's a pretty caustic guy. He likes to highlight the negative parts of life, is that money can be used to buy life. In the poem, money actually is personified, and it tells the guy who owns it, you could have used me to buy so many things. You could have used me to buy experiences. And I don't agree with that. I think that you can have a life without needing to spend money on everything. I don't know. I know a lot of people who have a lot of money and they still have very plentiful lives without spending it. And also people who don't have money and have a lot of great memories without it. So yeah, I'm gonna read the poem now. Money by Philip Larkin. Quarterly is it, money reproaches me. Why do you let me lie here so wastefully? I'm all you never had of goods and sex. You could get them still by writing a few checks. So I look at others, what they do with theirs. They certainly don't keep it upstairs. By now they've had a second house and car and wife. Clearly money has something to do with life. In fact, they've a lot in common if you inquire. You can't put off being young until you retire. And however you bank your screw, the money you save won't in the end buy you more than a shave. I listen to money singing. It's like looking down from long French windows at a provincial town. The slums, the canal, the church is ornate and mad in the evening sun. It is intensely sad.
Good job. Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I think the most interesting part of the poem is the last stanza, where he says he can hear money singing, and that pretty much highlights the presence that it has in people's life. And he's looking down at a town, and he can see it's from a high place, so he can see all the different parts, all the different buildings, and he highlights different places pretty much accordingly to the money that they have. And through his eyes, you can see how different parts of a city can be distinguished by their economical status, like status. You have the slums, which are poor, and they're well known because of that. And you have churches that are filled with decorations and gold and silver things, and they're known for that as well. They're pretty famous, and I think it's a really good observation how a town can be divided by money, just like a person's life. Yeah, that's it. Hear me now.